What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the WXPS Soccer channel. This is going to be part 2 of the Champions League group stage predictions, I guess you could call it. Remember, if you guys want any of these shirts, we still got some. DM us at WXPS Soccer on Instagram. Really comfortable. I train in them all the time. Trained in one today. And yeah, it's great quality. I'm biased, obviously, but get them anyway. So it's good stuff. Alright, so we did part 1 a few days ago. About a week ago. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at groups E, F, G, and H today. Of course, looking forward to Group G with my squad, Borussia Dortmund, but we'll start with E, where we've got, obviously, as you guys can see on the screen, Milan, AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dinamo Zagreb. So, no offense to Dinamo, they might scrape a win against Salzburg, but I don't think that they'll have, their role in this group is going to be, are they going to take points off of either Chelsea or Milan and determine what place those two go into the knockout rounds in. Spoiler, I think those are the two, Milan and Chelsea, that are going to go through. I think they're just stronger than Salzburg and Dinamo, and so that's really what it's going to be. I think the way Chelsea are playing, I almost think that the order of the that we see on the screen is just going to be the order that they're going to end up in. Let me check Milan's form real quick, but I know Tonali, obviously, there was some links with him and Arsenal, and he stayed, and let's see, where's the table at? Yeah, so Milan is unbeaten, 7 goals scored, 3 conceded, so they're playing well. I think they're playing better than Chelsea, right? Chelsea lost to Southampton, and so I think that the way that is ordered on the screen, I think is going to be the order that they end up in. Salzburg, always really fun to watch, right? If you ever get a chance to watch them against one of these teams, great games, and they have great talent coming out of there. Obviously, Brendan Aronson moved to Leeds, Minamino, who was at Liverpool for a little while, Haaland was at Salzburg. Obviously, he's got 9 goals in 5 games at the minute, so he's doing quite well, but they're really fun to watch. So if you get a chance to watch Salzburg play any of their games in that group, I highly recommend at least catching the highlights. But yeah, so I'm going to go with Milan and Chelsea in that order coming out of Group E. Moving on to Group F, this is another one for me where I think it might finish in the order that we see on the screen. So Madrid, I think, are definitely going to top the group. I don't see none of the other sides have the quality to match. It's just that simple. I can't even think of anyone in any of the other teams that would even get into their lineup. Maybe you could argue Nkunku, but not really. So then it really comes down to the other 3 teams. So Shakhtar are not as strong as they used to be. Celtic, this is their first time back in the Champions League in a year or 2, I believe, based on somebody I spoke to who's a Celtic fan. And so I think the atmosphere at Celtic Park and kind of the passion that those fans have for the team, I think could definitely get them into 3rd place. Potentially 2nd. Leipzig have not been playing well, although with the re-signing of Timo Werner, I think they'll be fine. So I think probably I'll go with Madrid and Leipzig going through, and then Celtic in the Europa League spot, and then yet to get knocked out. Leipzig, I hope, start to pick it up again, because them, like the Red Bull franchise, or the Red Bull teams, similar to Salzburg, they play attacking, like very exciting football. So they're fun to watch, and they'll play open as well. So the game against Madrid, they'll play very open. And that'll be a really exciting game. I think the way they play, you'll get a chance to see Vinny Jr. kind of in a lot of 1v1 situations, and that might bring out some of the might bring out some of the samba flair from the Brazilian. So I'm going to go with Madrid and Leipzig out of Group F. Moving on to Group G. So I am biased, right? So we'll just get that out of the way. And in my prediction, I'm going to say that Dortmund is going through with City. I hope that that's the case. I don't. Sevilla is a strong side. They did lose Jules Koundé, so we'll see how that plays into it. But they still got a good team, right? And they've been successful in Europe, Europa League specifically, but they know how to navigate through a European competition, so that gives them some good experience. City, honestly, I don't think they'll lose a game in this group. I think they'll probably just run through 6-0 unless they've already wrapped it up by the last game and they play the reserves. So, yeah, I'll go with City and Dortmund. Dortmund, as I've said in my Dortmund reaction videos, I think we've not been playing well, but we've been getting results. Except for the Werder Bremen game, we've been getting results. And that is promising to me because a Copenhagen is a game that in previous years, right, we would have maybe beaten and drawn Sevilla and gotten a point off City, and then all we needed to do was beat Copenhagen twice and we go through, but instead we drop points to them and we don't go through. So it bodes well to me that this year I think we can pick up the points that we need to pick up in the games that we're supposed to win. So fingers crossed. I'm going to go with City and Borussia Dortmund out of Group G. And finally, Group H, PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize. Juve are a lot weaker than they have been the past several seasons, right? They didn't win the league last year for the first time in forever. But they still have a strong squad. Chiesa, obviously, very good. Bonucci, Alexandro's still there. Rabiot's still there. They re-signed Pogba. They've got quality. So I think they'll be fine. Who's the striker? Vlahovic as well. A bootleg Holland. So I think they'll be okay. Benfica could cause some problems, and they will be comfortably in third, I think, battling for second. If I had to maybe predict like a point spread, kind of, I think you'll be looking at like a 10-10, 8, like 1 type deal. I think it'll be close, but I think PSG, the way Neymar's playing especially, PSG will be very comfortably through, and I think Juve to follow in second. Neymar has got like, I think the stat, he's got like 6 goals and 4 assists in 4 games or something ridiculous like that. So he's playing well. I know they have the drama with Kylian Mbappe, but I mean, even if they have drama, right, if you send that front three, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe to Benfica, like, they're going to do damage. So Ramos is playing again as well after being injured for most of last season. So, yeah, and then they obviously signed Fabian Ruiz as well from Napoli. So he'll fit into the midfield, and Verratti is still there. So I think this is what I was saying last season as well, that they should play with a back three with Hakimi and then whoever's on the left, I think it's Nuno Mendes, is how they should play, and they're doing that now because they've got Kimpembe, Ramos, and Marquinhos. And I think they're solid. I think they'll go through comfortably, and this might be the year that we see a PSG or a Manchester City in the final, just due to the quality that they have. But with that, we'll wrap this video up. Remember, follow us on Instagram, right? You see the handles there, WXPS Soccer. DM us if you want one of these shirts. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know who you think is going to go through, who you think is going to win the Champions League this year. Would be really interested to see what you guys have to think. Subscribe and like, and yeah, with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!